Hello everyone, welcome to the first lecture in this course that promises to teach you how to build a complete, fully functional and beautiful ride-sharing application like Uber. At the end of the day, this application is going to be running on your Android phones and your iOS phones because we are going to be building it with Flutter. So I'm very certain by now you already have Flutter properly installed on your computer. And the IDE I'm going to be using will be Android Studio. So it's either you have Android Studio installed on your machine or you have Visual Studio Code properly set up for Flutter development as well. So if that's the case, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, I usually tell people that the first step to building or making a beautiful application is by creating the project, which is exactly what we are going to do. So because I have Flutter properly set up on my machine and also properly integrated with Android Studio, I'm going to go ahead and click on Start a new Flutter project. Alright, so I'm going to select Flutter application. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. So here I'm going to go ahead and type out the name of the project. So I'm going to call this Cab Rider. Now the next thing will be to go ahead and provide the path to our Flutter SDK. So I believe that you know where your Flutter SDK is saved on your computer, so you just go ahead and navigate to that particular place. So here is my Flutter SDK. So I'm going to go ahead and select this folder and click on Open. So this might be a little bit different on your Windows machine. So you just have to navigate throughout the folder and find out exactly where your Flutter SDK is being saved and select the folder as well. So it's more like the same process. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. Alright, so this is where we need to go ahead and provide or set up our package name. So a package name is a unique identifier for your application. So it has to be something unique to you. So our domain name is ufinix.com. So to ensure that your app is always unique to you, you can go ahead and provide your company domain name or your personal domain name to ensure that it is unique. So at the end of the day, our package name is com.ufinix.cabrider. So I'm going to go ahead and click on finish. This is all that we need to do here. So this usually will take a couple of seconds depending on how fast your computer is. And bam, so this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. So now that our project has been successfully created, now the next thing we need to do will be to go ahead and clean up our project and organize it the way we want it to be. To be able to do that, we simply need to go ahead and create a new .dat file. So I'm going to right click on top of this folder and go to new and select new .dat file. So the name of this file is going to be main page. Now the first thing we need to do in our main page is to go ahead and import the material library. Alright, now the next thing we need to do will be to go ahead and create a new stateful widget. So this is more like a very handy way of creating a stateful widget. So the name of this stateful widget is going to be main page. Now the next thing we need to do will be to go ahead and return a scaffold. And inside of the scaffold, we're going to have an app bar. And the app bar, we're going to go ahead and set the title. And the title is going to take a text widget, which is simply going to read main page. So now that we've successfully set up our main page, the next thing we need to do will be to go ahead and link it into our main.dat file. So we're going to click on here. I'm going to go ahead and delete every other thing that we have inside of our main.dat file. So our new home is going to be main page. So we no longer need this anymore. Now we successfully set up our project. To confirm that everything works just the way we expect it to, we need to go ahead and test our apps on Android emulator and iOS emulator just to confirm that everything checks out properly. So I'm going to go ahead and try to select a device. As you can see, the only thing I can see here is iOS simulator. So where are my Android emulators? Now to be able to resolve this, we first of all need to set up an Android Sdk Target for our project. So doing this within Android Studio is very simple. So we need to go over to our Android Studio menu. When we select the file menu, we click on project structure. Alright, so as you can see, no project SDK setup. So you can go ahead and select any of the SDK platforms, but it's always better to select the latest. So I'm going to go ahead and select Android API 29 platform 99, which is more like the highest that I have here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this and click OK. So now if I go ahead and drop down my devices, these are all the emulators that I have already created within my Android Studio. So I'm going to go ahead and run any of these emulators. Alright, so my emulator is up and running. The next thing I need to do will be to go ahead and click on play. So clicking the play button will go ahead and compile our project and deploy it to our emulator. This usually takes a couple of minutes because it's more like the first time we are building our application. So we just need to be patient and allow it to install successfully. And bam! So as you can see, we have our project. So this is the title which we set earlier. As you can see, main page. So congratulations guys, you successfully completed the first step to building a beautiful and functional ride-sharing application for Android and iOS using Flutter. So this will be all for now. See you in the next lesson.